about 3 years.
Lived here for 66 years now. I moved here with my mom and dad and our family in 1951, and went to school at Clatskanie grade school and went to school at Clatskanie Union High School. Married my high school sweetheart, and we've been married 53 years now.
I have been living in Clatskanie since like day one. I grew up here my whole life, and it's pretty chill.
5 years.
This is my end of my second year going and living in Clatskanie.
I lived in Clatskanie for 46 years. I moved out for 2 years to Portland to experience a life outside of a small town, and I moved right back, so 46 years total.
Pretty positive because meet new friends, new places, more things to explore.
I would say they were both. Mostly positive, but some negative. My husband was a logger, and the work was seasonal. Wintertime, you don't make as much money, you don't work as much. And we had 3 kids to raise, so those were some positive and negative days.
Negative, and why?
I feel like they've been both. They're positive in the fact that it's a community, and I definitely feel safe. Growing up with both my parents coaching, I feel comfortable here. I feel comfortable in the town, and I just feel comfortable because it's a safe environment. And if I say comfortable one more time, but it's a comfortable environment. On the negative side, though, you can't really do a whole lot. One time, I walked someone to their house, and my dad got a text 5 minutes later saying that I was out walking around with someone. So that's the worst part, is not getting away with anything.
I feel like they'd be a mixture of both, just because you never know what you're going to get with anybody here.
Super positive for me and my family. We came from another small town, which was awesome too, but sometimes with small town stuff, it gets a little toxic and convoluted. So we were happy for the change, and we enjoy our jobs, and we enjoy being here.
I would say that they're positive, and the point of a small town is a lot easier to grow up. Everybody knows everybody, and you're supported by the whole community. And a negative would be in my teenage years. Everybody knew everything that was going on, and I didn't feel like I had a chance to make any mistakes without getting those corrected before I had a chance to correct them.
Not necessarily seen, but my friends and I have been pretty courageous. When someone was being bullied or teased or something, we stepped in, and I think that really was courageous, I guess.
Yes, I did an act of courage. My daughter was playing with a bunch of kids at Trojan Park. We were having a family picnic, and my daughter was in a boat with a bunch of kids, and she jumped over. She thought she was close enough to the shore, and she was going down, 1, 2, and I seen her, and I jumped in and grabbed her out, and I was wearing nice white pants and a nice top, and I come out and everything showed.
Have you ever experienced an act of courage?
I personally haven't done one myself, and I feel like I probably have seen one go on, but I can't recollect one at the moment.
Yeah, with our seniors this year, I watched 3 of them play through really bad injuries all the way up to our last game, and thought that was pretty brave of them to do.
I can't think of anything right now, so no, not yet.
I would say the largest act of courage that I am part of and have experienced was the 9/11. That was an amazing act of courage.
Me myself, I have experienced racism, but I can't think of a time when I've seen racism either.
Yes, I have. When my daughter got married, my father refused to come to her wedding or reception because he had a thing about black people. And he said it wasn't right for her to marry a black man. But later on, my dad seen Tricia knew what she was doing. She found a wonderful man, and he was is a wonderful father. And I think my dad looks down now and thinks he was wrong.
Have you ever seen or experienced racism?
I haven't personally, no, because I'm white, so to put it bluntly. But my dad and my grandma both have darker skin because they're Native American, and I haven't personally experienced it, but I know for them it's difficult, even for my younger sister who has dark skin. Her favorite Disney princess is Moana just because she has a big nose like her and she's dark like her, so that really amped her up. That's not really racism, but it definitely helped. And also, my dad has been called a Mexican at times in his life, and I know that doesn't help him or me just because that's not true about him, and I respect him a lot, so I feel like he deserves better for being Native American, I guess. So yeah, that's me.
Yeah, a lot. Being biracial and half Mexican and half white, I kind of get it from both sides. Like, you know, the Hispanics in this town, they like make fun of me for having white blood in me, and then vice versa with the whites. So I get it from both ends a lot.
We had an interesting fellow come up to us at dinner and say some things that were pretty racist, not towards us, but about another sect of people that weren't in the restaurant. It was just something he was just talking about. But so far, that's been it.
Yes, I've experienced racism in a restaurant. I walked into a restaurant with my African American friend, and they were asked to leave, and I was seated.